Now there is so many video games coming across as board games. I freaking love that. I'm still waiting for The Sims. Would love to see a Sims board game. But anyway, I digress. Dead by Daylight. I knew nothing about this video game. Checked out some videos and freaking hell, looks pretty damn good. And you know what? As an adaptation for a board game, it is bloody perfect. So let's go check out the campaign. Okay, let's get started here. Look, that's nearly $600,000 US right there with 6,187 backers. 17 days to go. They are killing this campaign. So in this video game, I guess, slash board game, both things, what you're doing is you're surviving. It's a one versus many game, and you're basically got these survivors going around just trying to fix these generators to escape from this mad, crazy serial killer. It's just ludicrous stuff, and I love it. So what you have is a whole bunch of different characters, and they're all different, they're all unique. They've all got their different traits, and that video game, it ports over just perfectly. I mean, the only difference is in the video game you're trying to fix 5 generators, in the board game you're fixing 4. It's pretty damn bloody close. Anyway, let's check out the video. Level 99 game, such good quality. I played Imperial Spells and Steams recently, really good. There we go, there's the jerks and the hooks. Just love hooking people up for the fun of it. And there's your game board, the survivors going around trying to flip these tokens to sort of unlock, things like generators and different items there. Yep, players are resourceful survivor, and you just want to survive. You want to just get out. You want to get to the pub at the end of the day, have a beer, and say, like, high five to the other people and say, we survived. We had a bloody good day. And there we go. So each character and each killer there is going to have their own playboard with their own asymmetric abilities, and yep, each is going to be a unique experience. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that checks out. And there we go, whole bunch of minis there, your game board, generator minis, hook minis, pretty damn cool, pretty damn cool. And look at this guy, he's a fan of the bangers. He's like, laters, while he's being like hooked up and sacrificed, but fan of the bangers. And there we go, that's the video. A minute 17 video, nice and quick. Okay, so that artwork's gonna be exactly how it is in the video game. So you're gonna know that artwork, you're gonna know those characters straight away. And I don't know, it just looks funny. Okay, freaking jerks, just serial killer jerks. Okay, 3 to 5 players. Again, it's a 1 versus many, so one's going to play as the killer and the other's going to play as the survivors. It's a light game, not too heavy, and I kind of appreciate that. Coming from, from a video game across, I like the fact that it didn't overcomplicate it, kept it simple, kept it to the core of the game. 45 minutes, that's reasonable. Now, that black board there, it reminds me of Blackout Hong Kong, a Euro game, where it's just got this black board with these sort of bright colours sort of popping off there. Look, it's simple, it does the job, and you're going to know those sort of locations from the game there, and they're all just different locations, and each location is going to have those tokens, and for the survivors, you need to go and sort of flip all those sort of tokens over to get items and all those different things, and of course, fix those damn generators. And there we go. Do you want to play as the survivor or the killer? Well, it depends on how, I don't know, how your psych report is, but anyway. Cool. So what you're going to have is each round, you're going to basically have, everyone's going to be planning at the same stage. You're going to have the survivors and the killer all basically got these 5 or 4 cards for the survivor, 5 cards for the killer. And it's basically just like movement cards, and you're going to pick one of them to move, and then basically everyone's going to flip them over at the exact same time. The survivors will then go first, then the killer will go next, and that's basically how it happens. If by the end of that round, killer hasn't killed everyone and survivors haven't run out of there for their beer, then we crack on and have another round again. And yep, cool. So there we go. They're just sort of going around there, exploring stuff and finding new items, and then hopefully fixing those generators and escaping. End goal. As a killer, you want to wound, you want to kill, you want to maim, you want to sacrifice. Just standard killer stuff. And there you go, you bring them back to the hook, put them on the hook. You're loving that. Look at that, you get all those hooks as the killer, you win. I don't know, seems simple. Download the rulebook, have a light read, have a casual light read, enjoy that. at Bangers, we really appreciate people reading, good literature. Like I can even talk. Here we go, $49 for the standard edition. First thing we're going to notice there is October 2022 estimated delivery. So this thing's basically, it's factory ready, ready to start printing. Like that's a pretty tight time frame. Ships to nearly everywhere. Possibly not North Korea. I don't know. Nearly everywhere. I don't know where it doesn't ship to. Standard game, you get 7 Survivor minis. So in the video game, there's a whole lot of survivors, a whole lot of killers. In this base game, you're only going to get a few there. But we're going to see here, for the 6 killer minis, you get the nurse and the doctor. That's one scary ass hospital if those two are going to be there. And yep, again, everyone's got their asymmetric player boards in front of them with different abilities. Love it. And again, you're gonna love that artwork if that's the sort of you love that video game because it's the exact same artwork. You're gonna absolutely love this artwork. Double-sided game boards. I love when they do this. So basically you have sort of 2 different things, but it's just going to give you a bit of variety. So that you see they're just a little bit different on each ones. Different locations. That's cool. I really appreciate that. And here is your sort of main cards that you're going to be playing every round. So for the survivors, you're going to have these 4 colourful cards there. And for the killer, you get those 4 plus the wait one. So you can just wait in the room and, someone will walk in and you just freaking, yeah. So, cool. And then a whole bunch of survivor perk cards, killer perk cards, items. And here we have these tokens. So generators and hooks. In a deluxe, you're going to get them as both minis, but here they're just tokens. And more stuff. The wound ring. So when your survivor is wounded, you'll put the little wound ring, put your survivor on there, and that's why you know that they're wounded. Look at these dice. I love custom dice, and these dice are perfect for this game. Thank you, level 99. Now, 99 big buckaroos. Here we go. This is going to be the collector's edition, the deluxe edition. So we now have 17 survivor minis. So look, you'll know these characters. So you may say, look, here's Jeff. Oh mate, Big Gut Jeff. Just going freaking yeah, like that's maybe your favorite character, and you're like, I want to play with Jeff. So you're gonna need this collector's edition. Okay, and same for the killers. You might have your favorite killers and stuff. So there's a whole bunch more here that you can play with. No Demogorgon, which is kind of sad. And here we go. So instead of those tokens, we now have hook minis and generator minis. And yep, just the more survivor boards and killer boards because we got more characters now. And now instead of 2 one double-sided, we now have 2 double-sided. So we've got 4 completely different locations to play on. Even more variety, double the bang for buck. Oh, love it. Cool, and more of everything. You, again, pretty much doubled everything there. Okay, yep, props, all the same stuff here. So that's all basically the same. Yep, some videos. Now they're not doing sort of stretch goals and unlocks again because they've got a tight time frame. They're just going to be pumping this out straight to the factory in China somewhere. And so what they're doing instead is giving you daily updates on the characters, and so you can just understand the characters a bit more, which is cool. I like a bit of background. Eurogamer, not sure who you are. Love a good pun. You'll be hooked. I appreciate that. I appreciate that as a dad. Okay, and shipping, not good, not bad. It's in the middle. It's fine. And there we go. Look, another funded if you dare, like another sort of pun there. Cool. And a whole bunch of staff who made it in level 99. Look, I'm the world's biggest chicken, so I hate sort of horror themed things, but this still looks pretty damn cool. The more I looked into it, the more I got excited, and I'm like, yeah, I see it. I see why 6,000 odd backers have jumped on board this, because it is such a perfect adaptation. That one versus many mechanic is so cool, where the one killer is trying to get all the other 4 survivors and they're working together to try and get out of there. There's another game that was on Kickstarter recently called Beast that was such a good game. Going to be a bit heavier than this game, but if you're into that one versus many, that's another one I recommend. Look, nice and quick tonight. Look, this is pretty much it. I think it looks pretty damn cool. I think, the video game, like, even though I hadn't even heard of it, looks bloody amazing. Oh, I actually want to play it now. So, look, that's it from me. I highly recommend $49.99. That's pretty cheap. The game looks pretty cool. If you're into this sort of thing, into that sort of dark horror theme, you're going to love this. So, look, that's enough from me. I'm Hoax. This is Board Game Bangers. Till next time. Laters.